And a very good afternoon to you and yours once again here at the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex here in Ozark for today's Class 3 state third place game. The Licking Wildcats taking on the West County Bulldogs. Connor Harvard here with you again here on Allen Hilliard Sports. Glad you could join me here for this one. I'm going wireless here today, but of course Allen Hilliard also running the board for me. We are just about to get going here, kind of flying by the seat of our pants, but I do have my book ready to go. We do have the starting lineups, and of course we have the first inning to get you all the info that you need here today. So let's go and get the starting lineup for the visitors here today. That would be the West County Bulldogs. Batting leadoff for them today, that'll be their shortstop, Nolan Rawson. And then batting second, that's third baseman Brody Simile. Batting third, that'll be second baseman Hudson Dunlap. And then batting cleanup today, that's your center fielder, that's Jackson Campbell. Batting fifth today, pitcher Julian Tebow. Batting sixth is designated hitter Benjamin Faulkner. Batting seventh will be first baseman Carter Reed. Batting eighth, the catcher Brady Burmester. And then finally batting ninth today, that will be the right fielder. That is Lance Monroe. There is one man in the field not batting today. That is going to be the Bulldogs left fielder. That is Alex Hogan. West County this year, they are 22-6. They hail from St. Francis County, out near the St. Louis area, about an hour south in the Park Hills area. They are coached by Bobby Simile. He is also their athletic director. And again, they are 22-6 here this season. Or I guess I should say 22-7. Lost yesterday to the Mid-Buchanan Dragons. Now we take a look at the starting lineup again for the Licking Wildcats here today. Licking, well, they'll be the home team today. The wind just continues to blow here. We're going to have to watch our papers today, Alan. Batting leadoff will be the second baseman Carson Walker, and then batting second will be pitcher Keller Davis. Batting third, first baseman Silas Antel. Batting cleanup is center fielder Rusty Buckner. Batting fifth today, designated hitter Cale Cook. Batting sixth is the shortstop Keaton Cook. And then batting seventh will be left fielder Garrett Gorman. Batting eighth today, right fielder Logan Gorman. And then finally behind the plate today, that will be Cole McCloy. There will be a player out in the field again for Licking, not batting today. That's the third baseman. That is Jordan Ritz. Licking now 25-4 on the season. Unfortunately had that long winning streak snapped yesterday in the state semifinal, of course, to the Duchesne Pioneers. But a chance to end their season on a win here today with a victory over a very good Bulldogs team. So again, to get here, Licking, unfortunately, yesterday was just not their day. Despite out-hitting Duchesne, despite really kind of, I would say, even outplaying the Pioneers at certain parts, things just kind of didn't go their way. Balls dropped, plays were made. Of course, Licking left 14 batters on base yesterday. And when you have 14 runners left on base, obviously you're just not bringing many people around. So, only 3 runs yesterday, of course, kind of let the game slip away as well defensively. 4 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second. It would actually become a 9-0 lead before Licking was able to score themselves. Actually outscore them after that second inning, but obviously runs count at any point in the game, so just nothing Licking could do there after those couple of innings. But today is a new day, and again, they will try to take down this West County Bulldogs squad that, well, they're looking to play a little bit better today as well. They had a rather rough contest against Mid-Buchanan. A few errors here and there just kind of slipped apart. So the national anthem coming up next. Let's go ahead and take ourselves a quick break. We'll come right back. We'll have the start of this one for you today. It's the Class 3 third place game, Licking in West County, coming up here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Hello everyone, my name is Stacy Ball and I'm your Republican candidate for Pulaski County Sheriff. I'm down here at Devil's Elbow Bridge. What I want to talk to you about is the decision you got to make on August 6, 2024. That decision you have to make is who you want standing next to you as your next Pulaski County Sheriff. I'm asking for your vote, but first I want you to do a comparison between all the candidates running. I want you to put my resume up against everybody else's. I want to earn your vote. I've done a lot in my military career. I've done a lot for the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department. My work speaks for itself. I feel I'm your best candidate. I want you to do a comparison between all the candidates. Look at everybody. Look at their training record, their work record, their leadership record. Put those resumes up against each other and see who comes out on top and choose your best candidate. And I hope that it's me. I want to earn your vote as next Pulaski County Sheriff. Thank you very much. This ad is paid for by elect Stacy Ball for Pulaski County Sheriff. My treasurer is Jamie Stearns. Thank you.
Allen Hilliard Sports would like to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County. Give them a call at 415-2285 for all your banking needs. Pulaski County has been around for more than 50 years and supports the community through various sports and activities, including the Waynesville Tigers and Frisco League Sports. Member FDIC. Be sure to follow Allen Hilliard Sports at allenhilliardsports.com on Facebook and YouTube for all your sports updates with live scores on allenhilliardsports.com and on YouTube.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
And again, back here at the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex here in Ozark, of course. Just about to get going with our third place game here today. The Licking Wildcats, after losing yesterday's game to the Duchesne Pioneers, they'll try to end that season on a win. They'll try to get over, again, the West County Bulldogs here today. Connor Harbity with you for Allen Hilliard Sports. Again, big thank you to Allen Hilliard himself for letting me on to the broadcast here today. The last 3 days, in fact. This wraps up the high school broadcast season. Of course, Class 5 and 6, they will play over the next couple of days. But as for right now, this is it, at least for myself as well. I'll be spending the summer elsewhere, and then I'll be in the Park Hills area myself next year. So, bit of an interesting factoid for this one. This is obviously one of my present teams, the Licking Wildcats, taking on one of my future teams in the West County Bulldogs. So this one's promising to be a fun one for me. Hope it's going to be a fun one for you, and hopefully, at the moment, I'm very much a Licking Wildcat faithful, so we'll see if they can get it done here today. Again, as Keller Davis goes through his warm-up tosses on the mound. Nice day for baseball. If you don't count the wind today, I should say. The wind is very, very fierce, blowing out toward right field today. So if you're a left-handed batter, or if you just kind of pull one to right field, you might be able to put it over the right fielder's head today. So we'll see if that kind of plays any kind of effect. But we know both teams probably throwing two of their better pitchers. We'll see if some balls get hit to the outfield. So again, Keller Davis will stand on the mound. He will face the West County leadoff hitter. That is Nolan Rawson. We'll get you stats as we get him today, but the first pitch from the right-hander Davis is going to be taken for strike one. So a little bit of stats here for Keller Davis. He's a 5'10 senior, hero of last year's state championship game. Pitched a gem in that one. Stat line this year just as good. 36 innings pitched. 0-1 pitch is outside. It's 1-1. He's got a 1.36 ERA, 54 strikeouts, just 9 walks, and again a record of 5-1 here this season. 1-1 pitch on its way now. Looks good, called as such, and he'll get ahead in the count here, 1-2. Meanwhile, Nolan Rawson, 6'2 junior, batting .338, 24 hits and 71 at-bats here this season. 1-2 pitch. Here's a swing, line drive into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Things are going to start well today here for the Bulldogs, as Rawson heads on into first. He'll stop right there. There'll be a runner on first, nobody out here for third baseman Brody Simile. Simile, 6'2 freshman. Freshman getting the call here today, batting at .440. Wow. Promises to be a special player here for the Bulldogs for years to come with that kind of stat line. 33 hits, 75 at-bats. First pitch on the way here is a fastball inside, 1-0. Obviously related to head coach. Head coach Bobby Simile. Be one heck of a coincidence if not. Spelled the same way and everything. 1-0 pitch now. It's going to be delivered low, 2-0. But he's got 20 RBIs this season, 8 doubles, no triples, no home runs, 25 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Batting from the right-hand side, 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball, got him to swing over the top of it here, and it's 2-1. Another good crowd for Licking today. Of course, not playing in the evening time here at 4 o'clock. So maybe a few people still at the office today. Had a great Licking crowd yesterday. Unfortunately, did not get the win. But still plenty of people here today. 2-1 pitch, delivered low and away. And we go now to 3-1. Meanwhile, a little bit of a smaller crowd for West County as well, but same concept. Of course, West County having to travel a little bit more to get here today. Get an hour south of St. Louis. Here's a pitch again inside. That's ball 4. And there's runners on first and second now, here with nobody out. Bringing up second baseman Hudson Dunlap. Dunlap, 6-foot junior, batting at .378, 31 hits, 82 at-bats. Looking like he's going to square up to bunt, bunts it back to the mound. Play will have to be at first. Covering the bag, that's Carson Walker. They'll get it there in time. The sacrifice works. And that'll put 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out, second and third. I was going to rely on Allen to run the scoreboard today, but he has abandoned me. Went to the concession stand. Better get back here quickly. I'll try to run the board in the meanwhile, but there are runners again on second and third. Cleanup hitter Jackson Campbell now at the plate. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Campbell's stats this year, he's a 5'10 junior, .289 he's batting. 22 hits, 76 at-bats, 18 RBIs. Only has 2 extra base hits this year. One was a double, one was a home run. Pup batting in the cleanup position here today. He'll foul one off, and it's 0-2. Davis 54 strikeouts this year. I believe that leads the team. Well, he was tied. Silas Antel. Obviously, Antel pitching yesterday. Won't see him in today's game. He pitched 5 innings of that semifinal. I believe he picked up 5 in yesterday's game, so Davis wants to end the season as the strikeout leader. He'll need 6 today. Still an 0-2 count here to Campbell. Shaking off quite a few, but now he's going to step off here. We're going to have time called. So McCloy will head out from behind the plate to talk things over with Davis. Ozark Mountain Sports Complex. Again, 330 down the lines. 375 to left and right center. Center field, like I've said all week, I'm guessing to be about 400. I guess I could have asked somebody. But it looks to be a pretty standard ballpark. Here's a swing line drive up the middle. That's going to score runs. One's already scored. They're going to hold the runner at third. So it's going to be an RBI single here for Jackson Campbell. West County strikes first. They lead 1-0. So the Bulldogs wasting no time in getting on the board here. A single, a walk, a sacrifice to get the runners over. And a line drive to center. Puts runners at the corners here. Still only 1 out. Pitcher Justin Tebow. By that I mean Julian Tebow. But he'll stand in right-hand side of the plate. First pitch to Tebow here. Taken. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count here to the West County pitcher. This one on the way. Runner taking off. It's a ground ball over to short. Might have just traded out for the run. That they do. It's a wide throw, but Antel pulls it in. It'll be 2-0 West County. It's my lazy board op for the day. Finally gets back to the table. So 2-0 our score now. Campbell will move on over to second. Simile scores from third. And of course Tebow is thrown out. He'll have the RBI. 2 outs now here for Benjamin Faulkner. So he'll foul one off to the left, out of play. 0-1. Haven't updated the score yet on the board, but it is in fact 2-0. Two outs. Next pitch on the way, the 0-1. Fastball outside. 1-1. Left-handed batter, Faulkner is. He's batting .311. Next pitch is a fly ball sent out toward left center. Could be trouble. And it's going to be caught out there by the left fielder, Garrett Gorman. Makes the grab. Well, hold on. Nobody really coming off just yet. held up the ball like he caught it. I didn't see it on the ground. West County third base coach wanted to say the ball was trapped. They're going to get together and talk about it. Gorman held the ball up like he had caught that ball. In fact, we're getting a full umpire visit here, all three. I'm going to be real. They're going to go ahead and say he's out. I was going to say, I don't think that ball was any kind of trapped. West County's not going to like the call, but that's what it is, and that's what will end the inning. So, still 2 runs, though, for the Bulldogs. They plate 2. An RBI single and an RBI ground out. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. Let's go ahead and move on into the bottom of the first now. It's 2-0 in favor of West County. You're listening to Class 3 State third place game here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Blasted bikes. Oh, where's he gone?
Why not look at it from the motorcyclist's point of view?
Busy road. Truck behind. Road surface changing. The car turning ahead. Is he going to pull out? Give him room. Traffic's slow. No, my lane's clear. Plenty of room.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
You might see just another officer, but what you don't see is the years of constant training, the checks and balances, transparency in policies and procedures, not to look good or sound good, but because it is what we believe in. This is not just...
And we're back here once again, bottom of the first, here at the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex in Ozark. 2-0 our score. Licking at the plate for the first time today, but they are trailing here in this one. A couple hits for the Bulldogs, putting him out in front. First pitch to Carson Walker. It's going to be taken for strike 1. Julian Tebow on the mound for the Bulldogs. 5-1 this year as a starter. 34 innings pitched. Actually, he'll be throwing one inside here on Walker. He'll be hit by the pitch. Just like that, Licking has its first base runner. But again, a 2.26 ERA, 27 strikeouts, 13 walks. Don't remember if West County threw their undisputed ace last night. In fact, still have the book. Threw Nolan Rawson last night. Here's another pitch inside. That's going to get to the backstop. It's a wild pitch. And that'll move Walker into scoring position here at second. Keller Davis at the plate, by the way. Tebow working very quickly here. When you look at the numbers, Lance Monroe, who we've not seen for the Bulldogs here in this semifinal, he'd be their guy. Here's a swing, fly ball sent out to center. It's shallow, it's caught out there, and that's out number 1. So Davis flies out to center for the first out of the inning. Holding up at second is Walker. And with 1 out, here's first baseman Silas Antel. Forgot to tell our contemporary today, over on the right side, the rival radio, that it is an Antel. They've messed it up for 2 years here at the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex. Here's a pitch, actually a balk. A balk is the call. Moving Walker on over to third. So Licking potentially has a return run just 90 feet away now. Still no count here too, Antel. Batting at .434 coming into yesterday's game. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Batting at .434, 33 hits and 76 at-bats. Here's a swing, deep fly ball to center field. Could be trouble. It's going to be deep enough to score a run. Ball is caught, but again, it is going to turn out to be a sacrifice fly for Antel. It's looking to cut that lead back to 1. So the balk ends up working out for the Wildcats. Walker will easily score from third. Antel will get himself the RBI. And that'll clear the bases here for the Licking cleanup hitter, Rusty Buckner. Swing and miss on the first pitch, 0-1. Buckner again, the undisputed power king of this Licking lineup. 5-13 coming into yesterday's game. 9 home runs. Again, a little tricky to get a home run here in Ozark, with the outfield fence being about 30 feet high. But it's not a very deep ballpark, so if you can crush one, you can get it over that fence. Just not going to earn many fluke home runs here. 2-1 count here to Buckner as a pitch runs low and inside. Now the next one on the way is a fly ball sent toward right. It's hook and foul off the shed out there, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to the Licking center fielder. 6'4" senior. 2-2 from Tebow. It's a swing and a fly ball again sent out to center. It's going to drift off toward its right. It's actually going to be called off by Lance Monroe. He'll make the catch and end the inning. But Licking does get one back. It's an RBI sacrifice fly for Silas Antel. The lead's cut to 1 at 2-1. 1 run on no hits. There were no errors. And there was nobody left on base. Into the top of the second we go. Again, West County leads Licking 2-1. You're listening to the Class 3 third place game here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Good.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy. We just found it. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
It happened. And we're back here, top of the second. How does it happen, Alan? We're talking about the only no-hitter I've ever seen that ended in a loss for the team that threw the no-hitter. That's a story for another time, though. It's an 0-1 count. Make that 1-1 here to the West County first baseman, Carter Reed. West County leads Licking here in this one, this third place game, Class 3, 2-1. Another pitch inside delivered by Keller Davis here. That'll make it 2-1. Connor Harvard here with you. Again, Allen Hilliard. 2-1 pitch on its way now. Check swing. Might have wanted to go around on it, and that'll make it 2-2. Scoreboard operator today hasn't been as consistent. Got nothing to complain about today. He's actually pitched behind. 2-2 the count. But Davis still looking for that first strikeout. Delivers. Here's a swing, foul tip, and we'll stay 2-2. The wind still a-blowing out to right field. First game today for Class 3. Actually just wrapped up Class 4. 1-2. Here's a ground ball over to third. That ball is going to be off the glove of Ritz. He's going to have to hurry with the throw. It's not in time. It'll be an error. So Ritz, who's over there at third today, he'll be charged with an error. It simply came up without the ball that time. And that's going to allow Reed to reach first safely. Second straight inning that West County's put their leadoff man aboard. Here's catcher Brady Burmester. 5'10 junior, batting at 294. West County batting 301 as a team coming into the Final Four. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. That's 20 hits, 68 at-bats, 12 RBIs, 1 double, no triples. Does have a home run. Batting in the 8th slot today. 0-1 pitch is a swing and a fly ball to the right, but foul. Into the grassy knoll out there, 0-2. By the way, Class 4 championship, Blair Oaks, your Class 4 state champions once again. 4 championships in 5 tries. Here's a swing, another hard-hit ground ball. This time it's going to get past Ritz into left field. That'll go down as a base hit. They're going to send the runner to third as it's fielded out there by Gorman. It's going to be 2 bags here for Burmester. Second and third, nobody out. Here for the number 9 hitter, that's Lance Monroe. Hard hit ball up the line that time. It's actually might get a courtesy runner here. That we do. Running for the catcher, Burmester. Oh, purple on black, not easy to read either. But it looks like that is Ryder Barbie. Barbie, a great name. 5'7" sophomore out there. He'll be the one to run. So big spot here for West County. Nobody out. 2 batters on. Second and third. At the plate, right fielder Lance Monroe, 6'2" senior, batting at 206. It's a batter you have to attack. This bottom of the lineup, not particularly impressive hitters, all batting about mid-200s. Definitely not bad. But this is a spot where you have to attack, especially a 1-run game. First pitch from Davis is in there for called strike 1. After this, you get back to those dangerous bats. The guys batting in the high 300s. With runners on, dangerous prospect. 0-1 pitch, same spot, same result, 0-2. Davis well ahead in the count, looking for that first strikeout today. He'll come set from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Just outside here, 1-2. Class 3 state championship after this today. That would be, of course, the Mid-Buchanan Dragons taking on the Duchesne Pioneers. We'll have our post game today, but we'll wrap it up pretty quickly today. We know there's going to be somebody moving in after this. Here's a swing, foul ball into the net. And Monroe will stay alive here, still 1-2. So we'll take a 2-minute break. We'll go over your lines, and then we'll head on into the sunset, Alan and I. As we wrap up the high school sports season here for our neck of the woods. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Davis again comes set, the pitch, well outside to the backstop. Runners are going to take off here. They actually turn around. Tell you what, Barbie was about 75% of the way between second and third. He was almost let down by his teammate there. That would be, of course, over at third, Carter Reed. Thought they were going to send him. Ball took a good hop off the backstop. Ends up having to retreat. Fortunately for Barbie over there, he was able to retreat himself. So again, second and third, but make it 2-2 now. Next pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and just caught enough of it. Stay alive. Ball rolled up the third baseline. After ricocheting off pretty much everybody at home plate. Floyd, our home plate umpire, and Monroe himself. The wind rages the next 2-2. Swung on, missed. Blew the fastball right on by. And that's the first out. Big strikeout there. Like I said, a batter you have to attack. Looking gets on by as we go to the top of the order here. Nolan Rawson. Rawson got things going for the Bulldogs in the first. He had himself a leadoff single. Later came around to score a couple batters later. He'll try to do it again here. First pitch down low, ball 1. Again, 2-1 our score. We are here in the top of the second. Starting right at the top of the hour. Tell you what, MSHSAA has done a good job this week of getting games started on time, no matter what. Yesterday's game, again, had a long game in front of us. I believe it was about maybe 20 minutes to the top of the hour, but they got him out on the field and ready. Here's another pitch that's a little low, a little wild, but not again far enough to move the runners. We'll just go 2-0 here to Rawson. First base unoccupied. A walk here would simply load the bases. Obviously, just like to get the out. But a walk, as I say often, not the worst thing in the world here. Also opens up a force at any base, if you can get a ground ball from there. Also opens up a potential double play if you can get a ground ball up the middle. Had time called here. Chantel actually talking things over there with McCloy about something behind the plate. But we'll get back to it here. Again, it's a 2-0 count to the left-handed hitting Rawson. Two balls, no strikes. Next pitch. Fastball high, ball 3. You want to turn me up just a little bit? Not volume, I meant audio itself. 3-0 count. Pitch on the way is too low. Ball 4 in the dirt. We'll work on it between innings. And that'll be bases loaded. Been using a stand mic the last couple days. Allen decided to splurge with all the money he's been making lately. Got me a gamer mic. Yeah, I'm a gamer. Sitting pretty today. Wireless. I can move around today. I'm so free. Bases loaded though. 1 out. But again, opens up the force at any bag. Higher at the plate, it's Brody Simile. Takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. You get a ground ball quick enough up the corners, you can go home with it, then try to go to first. Get a ground ball up the middle, you can try to turn 2.
Got a volume button on your side.
Oh, 0-1 count, next pitch, ground ball up the middle, could be 2. Over to second for 1, need to hurry with the throw to first. They got it, turn 2, and that will end the inning. So, like I said, a walk to load the bases, not the worst thing in the world, gives yourself an opportunity to get out of it, and that they do. They throw out Rawson at second, they throw out Simile at first, it's 6-4-3, and that will end the inning. For West County, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. Excuse me, there was 1 error. Nope, that wasn't. Yeah, there was 1 error. Apologies. And there were 2 runners left over on base. That's going to move us into the bottom of the second. Licking still trailing 2-1. You're listening to the Class 3 third place game here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Helps me be all that I can be by having many different opportunities for me to better myself. That is a big thing that I look for, and there is no limit to where I could go in my career or what different jobs I could do or what different options I could go and push myself to achieve. I'm First Lieutenant Amanda Atkinson, a 12 Alpha engineer officer. So my main job is to plan the training, to kind of hold the level of discipline and how I want my platoon, I'm a platoon leader, to run, and then I trust my NCOs to carry out that plan for me, and I do. I have a lot of trust in my platoon sergeant and my squad leaders to get my vision complete and accomplish that mission. So I definitely hold them to a very high standard. I set the bar with how I act myself, and then I expect them to do the same and have their soldiers meet that standard.
Back here once more. Ooh, I got a lot of feedback. Just turn me back down. I'll go silent today. Bottom of the second, 2-1 our score. West County leads Licking here in this one. Connor Harbit, Allen Hilliard as well today. Class 3 third place game. Licking back up to the plate, turn 2 in the top half of the inning. Here's a swing and a fly ball out toward right. Lance Monroe to his right, and that's going to retire Cale Cook. 4th straight flyout here for the Wildcats. Kind of a problem in yesterday's game as well. Put bat to ball, unfortunately. Just couldn't find any open space out there in the outfield Fortunately for Cook, like I said, powerfully hit ball, but right to right fielder Lance Monroe. So there is one down. Here is Keaton Cook now, 6th batter in the Licking lineup. Cook swinging away first pitch, sends a foul ball off to the right. Into the stands it goes, 0-1. And this will wrap up the high school sports season. Will not wrap up the Allen Hilliard broadcast sports schedule.
Saturday.
An upcoming broadcast on Saturday. I believe that is
Ozarks Lunkers.
Yes, Ozarks Lunkers indoor football. Here's a big swing and a miss from Cook though. Goes to 1-2. So make sure you tune on it. Ozarks Lunkers not too far from here. I believe that's just Springfield, right? North Springfield. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch to Cook. Foul ball off to the net again. And we'll stay here at 1-2. Garrett Gorman on deck here for the Wildcats.
Emmett Smith will do the coin toss.
Cowboys legend.
And they'll be giving away a Bass Pro book.
In a Bass Pro book, you said? Boat. That's a lot better. 1-2 pitch, fastball outside here, and it's 2-2. A boat's definitely worth a little bit more than a book. 2-2 pitch now. Here's a swing, hard hit line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Cook will break the streak here. And he'll pick up what is Licking's first hit today. They were able to pick up that run in the first without a single hit. Well, they'll find their first here from the shortstop. So Cook aboard here with 1 out. Brings us to left fielder Garrett Gorman now. Gorman batting in the 7 slot. Batting at .217. Takes a first pitch strike here, again from the West County starter, Julian Tebow. Tebow spelled T-H-E-B-E-A-O, not like Tebow the quarterback. He's his own man. 0-1. Here's a swing, fly ball to center field. Coming up on it is Campbell, makes the catch. Out number 2. Third fly out to center field today in 7 batters for Licking. Of course, one of those 3 was a sacrifice fly. There are 2 down now. Runner still over on first. Right fielder Logan Gorman to the plate. Gorman getting the start today. Did not start in yesterday's game. Did see him. He came in later. We're going to start this one from the outset. Gorman, 5'11" senior, batting .286. 1-0 pitch to him. Fastball down the middle. 1-1. Even count here. As Cook takes his lead over on first. Swing, ground ball over to first. Should end the inning. Ground out, 3 unassisted to end the second. So despite the 1-out base hit for Keaton Cook, nothing doing for Licking here in the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. Top of the third we go. West County still leads Licking 2-1. You're listening to the Class 3 third place game here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Hello everyone, my name is Stacy Ball and I'm your Republican candidate for Pulaski County Sheriff. I'm down here at Devil's Elbow Bridge. What I want to talk to you about is the decision you got to make on August 6, 2024. That decision you have to make is who you want standing next to you as your next Pulaski County Sheriff. I'm asking for your vote, but first I want you to do a comparison between all the candidates running. I want you to put my resume up against everybody else's. I want to earn your vote. I've done a lot in my military career. I've done a lot for the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department. My work speaks for itself. I feel I'm your best candidate. I want you to do a comparison between all the candidates. Look at everybody. Look at their training record, their work record, their leadership record. Put those resumes up against each other and see who comes out on top and choose your best candidate. And I hope that it's me. I want to earn your vote as next Pulaski County Sheriff. Thank you very much. This ad is paid for by elect Stacy Ball for Pulaski County Sheriff. My treasurer is Jamie Stearns. Thank you.
Allen Hilliard Sports would like to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County. Give them a call at 415-2285 for
Top of the third. Still 2-1 our score. Neither team able to pick up anything in the second inning. West County leads Licking here in this Class 3 state third place game. Both these teams, unfortunately, falling just a little bit short of the championship this year. But obviously still a chance to end the season on a win. 0-1 count here, too. Hudson Dunlap make it 0-2. Let's get a foul ball. Connor Harbert, Allen Hilliard Sports with you today. Class 3 state championship, Mid-Buchanan and Duchesne. Mid-Buchanan defeating West County yesterday. Duchesne, of course, defeating Licking. 10-3 that game. 0-2 pitch, swing, foul ball to the right. Out of play, still 0-2. Licking getting out of the bases loaded situation previous half inning. One out, got the ground ball right in the spot they needed. The old 6-4-3. Trying to keep this a one-run game. 0-2 pitch on the way once again. Here's a high chopper to third. Fielded by Ritz. Throw across the diamond is a one-hopper, but in time. Beat him by a half step for out number 1. 5-3 the play. Ritz to Antel. And with one out, center fielder Jackson Campbell back to the plate. Campbell, an RBI single his last time up, so he's 1 for 1 today. First pitch to him. Big breaking ball there from Keller Davis in there for strike 1. Davis, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Actually mean 2 walks, apologies. 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 0-1 pitch. Another breaking ball. Chopped off to the left here, 0-2. He's done a good job getting headed counts otherwise. But only the 1 strikeout thus far. Good chance, though, for another here with the 0-2 count. From the windup, Davis delivers. Swing, ground ball again to short. It's going to be fielded by Cook. Cook, another close play, but that one's going to get by Antel. That's going to be extra bases here now for Campbell as he rounds first. He heads on into second. We'll see what they rule. I would give it an error myself. But it is going to lead to Campbell finding his way on over to second. They're going to give it a hit. Wow. Not what I would say. I think that play really should have been made. But that'll be Campbell's second hit of the day. It will be just a single. In fact, it should be an error to get him on over to second. But they are the official scorekeepers, and they have not given an error on any part of the play, so we'll have a single and a runner over on second. Now there's a ground ball over to first. Antel able to keep it in front of him. He'll chase it to the bag. Julian Tebow will ground out 3 unassisted. 1 pitch for that second out. So Tebow sat down. Runner, meanwhile, did move on over to third. And that does bring us to designated hitter Benjamin Faulkner. Big thank you to our sponsors for today's game. Get to the list here in a moment when I get time here. First pitch to Faulkner. It's inside for ball 1. You know 2 of them. I know we got some additional sponsors for today's game. 2 of them. Oh. You lied to me. And Security Bank. So big thank you to the Licking Athletic Booster Club, then Heatmore Midwest, as well as Security Bank. 2-0 pitch here to Faulkner. In there, outer half that time, strike 1. I must have misunderstood you earlier. It's a big old MB. But of course, we appreciate the support. Can't do these games without sponsors. So it's their support that helps us get on out here, pays the bills, so to speak. There are rights fees involved with this. 2-1. That one's low, and it's 3-1. Rights fees and, of course, talent fee. Think I work for free? You'd be mistaken. Alan probably wishes I worked for free, but I just don't. 3-1 here to Faulkner. Another pitch down low here, and that's going to be ball 4. Runners at the corners now. 2 outs for the first baseman, Carter Reed. I think it's funny. I thought that was a funny joke, Alan. I don't know why you're not laughing. Probably because you're the one who had to dish out the money, right?
All those 5s.
All those 5s, yes. Never seen so many $5 bills in my life. So runners at the corners, 2 outs, and again, Reed at the plate. Reed reached on an error last time. One and only error here in this game. He's swinging away first pitch, sends a foul off to the right, now to play. 0-1. But again, on a more positive note, big thank you to Allen Hilliard today for letting me get on the air. These last 3 days have been rather fun. So we wrap up again the high school sports season. 0-1 pitch now to Reed. Breaking ball, looks good. Yep, call it strike 2 here. Davis trying to get himself out of another situation here. And keep this just a 1-run game. 2-1 here at the top of the third. Comes set, the pitch. Low, got away from McCloy. He'll run it down, not far enough to send Campbell home from third. It'll just be 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch on its way. Swing, line drive into right. That's going to score the run. Coming home is Campbell. It'll be an RBI single. And West County reclaims that 2-run lead here at 3-1. Just a simple looping line drive that gets by both Walker and Antel. Faulkner moves on over to second. Reed on over to first. 5th hit of the day here for the Bulldogs. To the plate now is catcher Brady Burmester. But first, we'll have time called here. Third base coach for West County coming down the line, but whatever it is, it's quickly taken care of. We'll get going again with Burmester. Burmester 1 for 1 today. Had a single back in the second. He's left stranded. Swinging away. First pitch. Fouled off. McCloy out of his stance chasing that one down. Not sure if he thought that one was wild or not. But he'll chase it down near the West County bullpen, or I should say the dugout is what you call it. And it'll be 0-1. It was a foul tip. Eighth batter in the lineup here for West County. Next pitch. Fastball taken. Strike 2. Another 2-strike count here. Licking now trying to keep it the 2-run game. There's a runner in scoring position. That's Benjamin Faulkner over at second. First and second, though, currently. 0-2 pitch. Swing, foul tip. Burmester stays alive. So he'll stay alive here. Still 0-2. Lance Monroe on deck. And the inning continues on past this point. 0-2. Is just outside here, 1-2. Height-wise, it was good. Left to right-wise, too far outside. Off the plate, but still ahead in the count here is Davis. 1-2, fired in there, swing, fly ball, sent off toward the right. Logan Gorman tracking toward his left, reaches up, both hands, makes the catch. And will hold West County to just the 1 run. But it is 1 run to bring the lead back to 2. 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was 2 runners left on base. Bottom of the third coming up here. Licking trailing West County 3-1. It's the Class 3 third place game here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Blasted bikes. Oh, where's he gone?
Why not look at it from the motorcyclist's point of view?
Busy road. Truck behind. Road surface is changing. The car turning ahead. Is he going to pull out? Give him room. Traffic's slow. No, my lane's clear. Plenty of room.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive.
Bottom of the third here in Ozark, the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex, a stadium that's gone through several names over the past few years. Don't know if that was its name last year. No, it used to be U.S. Ballpark. It used to be Sky Bacon Stadium. But now it is the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex. 1-0 pitch. At the plate currently, that would be the number 9 hitter in this Licking lineup, Cole McCoy. West County leading Licking in this Class 3 third place game, 3-1. 2-0 pitch now. McCoy taking it all the way that time, and it's strike one. McCoy, the last time we'll see a batter up for the first time today, at least in the starting lineups. McCoy batting at 167. Here's a swing, fly ball out to center. Fly balls have been the majority of Licking's offense today. That time going to be caught out there by Campbell for out number 1. Needs to get a little bit more on top of the ball. These balls are being skied out there. You get on top just a little bit more. These would turn into line drives. No strikeouts first time through the order for the West County starter, Julian Tebow. But he's been able to play around his defense. So back to the top of the order we go here. Carson Walker at the plate. Walker was hit by a pitch. Represents the lone Licking run. Here's a ground ball over to third. Simile has it. And the throw is actually going to get away. I think we're now going to have runner interference. Actually, not runner interference matter, but I think fielder interference. It's not going to matter, though. He'll get on into second. So we're going to have ourselves an error. That's an error here on Simile. He actually, Walker, as he was running into first, actually collided with the first baseman, Reed. Our umpire pointed, thought we were going to get an interference of some sort. Definitely would have been fielder interference. But ultimately, Walker still is able to get up and hustle on down to second. Now there's a line drive to left field. We'll see if they send him. They are. That ball rolls all the way up to the wall. It's going to be extra bases for Davis. The run will score. Davis trots on into second. He's got himself an RBI double. And it's 3-2. So the error sets up the RBI. And now Davis himself, representing the tying run in the mid portion of this ball game, stands 2 bags away. Silas Antel now here to the plate. We'll have a courtesy runner, though, running for the pitcher, Davis. Looks like it's going to be, I missed the number there. I think that was 18. That would be Austin Stevens. So Stevens to run here for Licking. He'll take over for Davis on second. And Antel will try to tie this one up. One out here in the bottom of the third. Antel, he's 0 for 0. No at-bats today, but does have an RBI. He got himself the sacrifice fly back in the first. First pitch, foul ball off to the right. Into the stands, 0-1. Stevens over there on second. 1 stolen base this year. Licking not necessarily the fastest team in the West when it comes to stolen bases. Should say not the most aggressive team when it comes to stolen bases. It's a better word to use. Can't really say Licking doesn't have speed. They prefer to just get it done with the bats to score their runs. Antel facing an 0-1 count here. Open stance, left foot pointed toward third base. Pitch inside. He'll have to dance out of the way of that one. 1-1. Rusty Buckner on deck. barring a two-out shenanigan, with the runner on second and Antel himself. We'll see him for sure. Here's a ground ball over to short. Runner will move on over to third, but the play at first is in time. There are two down. So 2 outs. Antel grounds out 6-3. Davis over to third now. Rusty Buckner at the plate. Tying run. Currently over at third. 3-2 our score. First pitch to Buckner. Stays high. Ball 1. Time to be called. As Burmester will head up to the mound. Base hit here. Scores a run. Most likely. Buckner was to hit a dribbler in front of home plate. Maybe you don't send the runner from third. But ground ball through the gap, of course. Line drive into the outfield. That 100% scores the run here. Here's a hard hit line drive over to second, but caught on a rope by Dunlap. And that ends the inning. So a rocket to second, unfortunately, leaves the runner stranded over on third. But Licking does get one run back. One run on the RBI double from Keller Davis. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. And 1 runner left on base into inning number 4. Top of the 4th coming up with West County leading Licking 3-2. You're listening to a Class 3 third place game right here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Blasted bikes. Oh, where's he gone?
Why not look at it from the motorcyclist's point of view?
Busy road. Truck behind. Road surface is changing. The car turning ahead. Is he going to pull out? Give him room. Traffic's slow. No, my lane's clear. Plenty of room.
Top of the 4th here in Ozark. 3-2 is our score. West County Bulldogs currently leading Licking here in this one. Licking, though, getting a run back in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's a fly ball right field side going into foul territory. Could be playable, but Gorman unable to run it down out there. I'm going to go punch somebody. My scorebook blows away again. 0-1 here too. Lance Monroe. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to fly into an unbridled rage there, but my number one enemy outdoor broadcast is always the wind. And as I was flipping it to the other side, the wind caught a hold of it and blew it away. That might be the maddest I've ever gotten on the air. Well, it's an 0-1 count here to Monroe. He's 0 for 1. It's the game's only strikeout, believe it or not. Neither pitcher has really been able to rack up the Ks today. Davis does have the 1. He is standing on the mound here. 1-1 count now to Monroe. Next pitch, also in there. He makes it 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 9-1-2 set to hit here for the Bulldogs. Davis threw the windup. The pitch is a swing and a ground ball over to third. Ritz coming up on it. Throw across. 1 hopper, but Antel, the good dig over at first, makes the play and makes the first out. Ritz to Antel for the first out. As we go to the top of the order for West County. 3rd time through the lineup. Here's Nolan Rawson. Rawson 1 for 1, but he's reached base twice today. Single in the first, walk in the second. First pitch to him this time is in there for strike 1. Rawson represents one of the 3 West County runs today. 2 in the first, 1 in the third. 0-1 pitch. That That one couldn't have missed by much. It's 1-1. Thought that was about knee high, maybe even a little bit above the knees there. Too low though, says our umpire. Yeah, can't be too hard on the umpires today. I'll explain why after the 1-1. Here's a swing, foul ball to the backstop, and it's 1-2. The umpires chosen for the state Final Four are considered to be the best of the best. And so far, I'd agree with that sentiment. Haven't had too much in the way of controversy this game nor the others. Here's a breaking ball that caught the inner half. That's strike 3 called. Keller Davis is going to find his second strikeout of the day. Got by the West County leadoff hitter. That brings us to Brody Simile. We have a lot of fun. Sometimes we express our doubts about calls made, but at the end of the day, umpires and referees, they got a hard job. Here's a ground ball over to short. Took an odd hop, but Cook nicely done to play it. He'll throw it across over to Antel for out number 3. So our first 1-2-3 inning of the day means West County leads nothing for the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Bottom of the fourth, officially halfway through this one. West County leads Licking 3-2. You're listening to the Class 3 state semifinal. By that I mean the third place game here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Good.
I don't remember how it started.
Throw it to that.
Oh boy.
We just found it. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad!
Whoa!
You made time.
That was perfect. Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me.
Bottom of the fourth, officially we've crossed the halfway point in this one. 3-2 is our score. Licking trailing the West County Bulldogs in this Class 3 third place game. One of these two teams trying to be, well, one of two teams in Class 3 that gets to end their season on a win. Here's a ground ball up the middle, Cale Cook, but nicely played by Tebow. Actually, no longer Tebow on the mound there. Got a new pitcher into the game, but he'll make the flip over to first for out number 1. So new pitcher into the game. Looks like that is actually Hudson Dunlap. They've got all kinds of changes out there. We'll see how many we can get for you. But Hudson Dunlap now on the mound here. Get you his line in a moment as he delivers the first pitch to Keaton Cook. Outside, ball 1. Dunlap. (17 2/3 innings pitched. 2-0 now the count. ERA of 2.03. 6 strikeouts, 9 walks. Not really a strikeout guy. Here's a pitch, though, that's fouled off, 2-1. Does get the first out of the inning, though. Now Roxon delivers the 2-1. It's a pitch also in there for 2-2. Cook 1 for 1 today's game. Singled, but was left stranded over on first. 2-2 pitch is outside. 3-2. Full count here to Keaton Cook. Standing on deck, Garrett Gorman. Payoff pitch. Ground ball again up the middle, but that time it's going to be caught by the second baseman. Throw to first in time. A diving stop by the second baseman. Again, trying to get a number. There we go. Number 5 out there. Took over for Dunlap. That's Brody Simile. Moves over from third. Makes the dive, makes the play, and then gets Cook over at first. 4 out, number 2. Well, darn. Thought that one was all but through into center field. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Wildcats. Now it's Garrett Gorman, left fielder. Gorman flew out to center field. Base is empty, of course. 1-0 pitch taken for strike 1. Even count. Next pitch is a wild one that gets to the backstop. Nobody on to take advantage of it, though. And it's 2-1. Two and one. Gorman ahead in the count here. Now a swing, line drive, but right at the shortstop Rawson. Makes the catch to end the inning. So, for the second straight half inning, it's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and still a 3-2 ball game. West County leads Licking. We're back in 2. You're listening to the Class 3 third place game, Allen Hilliard Sports.
Helps me be all that I can be by having many different opportunities for me to better myself. That is a big thing that I look for, and there is no limit to where I could go in my career or what different jobs I could do or what different options I could go and push myself to achieve. I'm First Lieutenant Amanda Atkinson, a 12 Alpha engineer officer. So my main job is to plan the training to kind of hold the level of discipline and how I want my platoon, I'm a platoon leader, to run, and then I trust my NCOs to carry out that plan for me, and I do. I have a lot of trust in my platoon sergeant and my squad leaders to get my vision complete and accomplish that mission. So I definitely hold them to a very high standard. I set the bar with how I act myself, and then I expect them to do the same and have their soldiers meet that standard, but I let them carry that out the way that they want. An obstacle that I have faced and will probably just continue to face is a confidence level or like a leadership level. You don't go in, especially out of college, knowing how to take over.
Top of the 5th, 3 innings left to play here in this one. We got a close ball game, 3-2. Licking, unfortunately, right now, trailing West County. Trying to keep it a 1-run game, however. Connor Harbert here with you today. Allen Hilliard. Allen Hilliard Sports. Line drive into right field. Base hit. Starting off the inning with a bang. That would be game's current pitcher, Hudson Dunlap. He stands on first with nobody out here for Jackson Campbell. Campbell today, 2 for 2. Base hit in the first, an RBI single. At the time, that had given West County a 1-0 lead. And followed that up with a single, later scoring in the third. Represents one of those 3 Bulldogs runs today. Pickoff throw over to first. Keller Davis still on the mound, meanwhile, for Licking. Now we'll get the first pitch here to, again, the West County center fielder. Fastball. Looks good. There it is. Strike 1. West County, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Licking, meanwhile, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. Licking, unfortunately, the offense has been rather subdued, but obviously trailing by just the 1 run. Very much in it. Here's a swing. Another line drive, though. That's going to get down in right center. That's going to be extra bases. We'll see if they send the runner from third. Yeah, they're going to wave him on through here. Meanwhile, going over to third is Campbell. He'll have an RBI triple, and West County takes a 4-2 lead. So Dunlap scores all the way from first, as Campbell has his 3rd hit of the day. This time a triple. First extra base hit for the Bulldogs today. And threatening for more, of course, but the runner now on third and nobody out. Julian Tebow. Tebow, like I said, don't quite know where he's at the moment. The C in between innings. Here's a ground ball over to third. Ritz has it. He's going to go home with it, and he's going to be out. Nicely done. Got the ground ball up the line. Ritz saw he had the play. He sent a rocket down to the plate. And a good tag there from Cole McCloy to prevent that would-be fifth run from coming home. It'll be a fielder's choice for Tebow. And there's one down. You talk about it every time. You got a runner on third. The potential to go home with it. Don't really see it all too often. That time, there it is. A little bit of indication for you. So still one run across, but here's a strike to Benjamin Faulkner. Here in the top of the fifth, 4-2 game. Oh, one pitch now, runs inside. 1-1. Faulkner, he flew out to left in the first, and then walked in the third. So he's 0 for 1. Left-handed hitter. Done in the purple and black of West County. 1-1. Here's a swing, fly ball, sent out toward the left. Garrett Gorman tracking it, under it, makes the catch, out number 2. Second time today Faulkner has flown out to the left. Runner stays over at first. And coming up now, first baseman Carter Reed. Oh, forgot. There we go, scoreboard updated for you. Reed back to the plate. Reed is 1 for 2. How about it? First pitch takes one low and away, ball 1. He reached on an error over at third in the second. Had an RBI single in the third. So he's reached base twice today, but he is 1 for 2 with an RBI. 1-0. Fastball high and tight, 2-0. Just past the 5 o'clock hour today. We've been at it for an hour and 4 minutes. Yesterday's Licking game, 2 hours and 30 minutes. We're on pace to get done a little bit quicker than that today. 2-0 pitch, a fastball down the middle. 4 strike 1. I've called a lot of long baseball games. That might have been the longest game that ended in regulation I've ever seen. 2-1 pitch now. Here's a swing, line drive to left field, another base hit. Moving on over to second is Tebow. Reed will settle in with his second hit of the day. Hit number 8 for West County. Yeah, it's first and second with 2 outs now. For the catcher, Brady Burmester. Licking being well out hit today. But again, still just a 4-2 game. Still plenty of time here. Again, still just in the 5th inning. Here's a swing. Line drive back up the middle. That's going to score a run here. They're going to send Tebow rounding third. Play is not going to be in time. 5-2. So Tebow will score from second. Reed stays at second himself. And Burmester's got the RBI single. Again, 3-run game now, 5-2. Again, a courtesy runner sent out there for the catcher Burmester. Ryder Barbie set to run once again. At the plate now, Lance Monroe. Up for the 3rd time in this game. 0 for 2. It's a rare strikeout in this game. That came back in the second. And grounded out 5-3 back in the 4th. Gotta update the score as well. Apologies. Hilliard ran off somewhere. I actually can't see him. Hopefully he didn't just abandon me. But right now, it is 5-2. Here's a ground ball over to third. That one's going to be foul. Got by Ritz, but it is to the left of the bag here. And that'll be strike 2 here on Monroe. No balls, 2 strikes. Here to the West County right fielder. Davis pitching from the stretch. Shakes off a couple calls here. Now will come set, but now time's called by Monroe. He'll step out. He'll step right back in. Now we'll get the 0-2. Breaking ball inside. 1-2. So you stick around at the conclusion of this one. Again, win or lose. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. We'll talk over the lines. I'll say my goodbyes. And I'll hand it back over to Allen for the rest of the summer. Like I said, it's my last broadcast here in the mid-Missouri area, at least for now. You never say never. But fortunes have carried me to a little bit east of here. 1-2 pitch. Wow. Thought we had strike three. Instead, it's inside. And it's 2-2. Like I said at the pregame today, West County, actually one of my future teams. 2-2. That one in the dirt. From 0-2, we go to 3-2 now. Full count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Those runners will be taken off with the pitch here. Something's got to give right here, right now. It's top of the 5th. Pitch on its way. Runners take off. Pitch is no. Inside. Nah. Don't know about that. It's ball 4. Bases are loaded. Got a little bit squeezed right there. But Monroe will draw the 2-out walk. And we go to the top of the order to the 8th hitter of this 5th inning. Leadoff hitter Nolan Rawson. Rawson 1 for 2. Rawson swinging away. First pitch is a fly ball left side. Giving chase is Ritz, but it's over the fence and out of play. 0-1. Gonna be taking my talents to Park Hills, that area. 13 schools in the area. Wouldn't have it any other way, obviously. Might have caught me on the radio. First time here with Allen Hilliard, of course. Calling lots of Frisco League games over the past couple of years. And I'll be doing some working class 3 and 4, and I believe also 2. So, very likely I find my way back to that area, or this area. Who knows what the future holds? That's the glory of it all. 1-1 count. Next pitch to Rawson, hard hit ground ball, first base side, again foul though, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Obviously, here at the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex, it's the home of it's home to the Michigan Baseball Championships until 2026. So next year, and then the year after that. I think they might have a chance to renew, but otherwise, that's the last currently contracted year. 2-strike pitch, high and inside. 2-2. We're out here last year for Licking. And they won that state title. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. In there, strike 3. Now it's West County who may have got squeezed a little bit. But it's a strikeout that will keep West County to just the 2 runs. 2 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors. And there was 3 runners left on base. Bottom of the 5th we go. Licking's got 9 outs to pick up 3 runs. Back in 2, you're listening to the Class 3 third place game right here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Hello everyone, my name is Stacy Ball and I'm your Republican candidate for Pulaski County Sheriff. I'm down here at Devil's Elbow Bridge. What I want to talk to you about is the decision you got to make on August 6, 2024. That decision you have to make is who you want standing next to you as your next Pulaski County Sheriff. I'm asking for your vote, but first I want you to do a comparison between all the candidates running. I want you to put my resume up against everybody else's. I want to earn your vote. I've done a lot in my military career. I've done a lot for the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department. My work speaks for itself. I feel I'm your best candidate. I want you to do a comparison between all the candidates. Look at everybody. Look at their training record, their work record, their leadership record. Put those resumes up against each other and see who comes out on top and choose your best candidate. And I hope that it's me. I want to earn your vote as next Pulaski County Sheriff. Thank you very much. This ad is paid for by elect Stacy Ball for Pulaski County Sheriff. My treasurer is Jamie Stearns. Thank you.
Allen Hilliard Sports would like to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County. Give them a call at 415-2285 for all your banking needs. Pulaski County has been around for more than 50 years and supports the community through various sports and activities, including the Waynesville Tigers and Frisco League Sports. Member FDIC. Be sure to follow Allen Hilliard Sports at allenhilliardsports.com on Facebook and YouTube for all your sports updates with live scores on allenhilliardsports.com and on YouTube.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You still talking to your friends?
It's complicated. I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Okay. Bottom of the fifth. Here at the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex. Looks like we may have ourselves... Nope, still Hudson Dunlap on the mound here for the Bulldogs. Just giving him a few pitches, or took his time with the pitches, I should say. Well, now we're getting back to it here. It'll be 8-9-1 coming up for the Licking Wildcats. They now trail by 3 once again, 5-2. For West County, it was 2 runs in the first, 1 run in the third, 2 runs in the fifth. Licking scored their runs in the first and third. Logan Gorman at the plate here, takes a first pitch low, ball 1. Connor Harbert, Allen Hilliard here with you today. Of course, myself on the mic. Hilliard on the board. Here's a ground ball back over to first. Reed has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for out number 1. Again, Licking no strikeouts today. They've put bat to ball every single time. The problem, they just can't seem to find any empty space. Line drives, fly balls, ground outs. Only 2 hits today. That would be a single back in the second inning for Keaton Cook, and an RBI double for Keller Davis back in the third. At the plate currently, though, is catcher Cole McCoy. McCoy taking a first pitch strike. He's 0 for 1 today. Flat to center field in the third. Next pitch taken. Here's strike 2. Again, it was Dunlap taking over in the fourth today. Here's a swing. Comebacker to the mound. Dunlap has it. Over to Reed again at first. Out number 2. 1-3 the play, 2 up, 2 down. And it's now time for the third time through this Licking lineup here. Next up, Carson Walker. Walker, he's gotten base on twice today, but he's actually 0 for 1. Reached on a hit by pitch in the first and later scored. Then in the third, he reached on an error and then scored that time around too. Represents both of the Licking runs today. First pitch outside here from Dunlap. It's 1-0. Next one now also outside, 2-0. Licking out hit today, 9-2. Next pitch, the 2-0, is again outside, 3-0. 3 pitches, 3 balls. See if Walker just takes this next one. He will, and it's in there for strike 1. 3-1 the count now. Still a hitter's count here for Walker. Pitch on its way, low and away, ball 4. And Walker will reach base for the 3rd time today. 3 times without a hit. Hit by pitch, error, and now a walk. So, there are still 2 down, but a runner on for Licking. Here's Keller Davis. Davis, who followed up Walker last time around the lineup with the RBI double. See if he can do it this time again. First pitch taken, strike 1. Other than that, Davis flew out to center field, runner going. Ground ball to third, but foul. Walker will have to go all the way back to first. And we'll get a 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to the Licking pitcher. on its way. Low and away. 1-2. In the Class 3 championship coming up after this, Mid-Buchanan and Duchesne. That'll be the last game of the day. Here's a swing, ground ball again, foul left side. Still 1-2. Then Friday, Saturday, you got the Class 5 and 6. I don't know who's involved with all that. I don't know the teams. I know Willard's won, I think. But that's where I'll enlist the help of my engineer, Allen Hilliard, to go pull that up. Runner takes off here, pitch outside, throw it down to second, not in time. Walker has a stolen base. So Walker now stands over at second. In scoring position, if Davis can again get one into the outfield here. Comes set, the 2-2. Swung on, popped it up. Is it going to get out of play? Yes, it will. And we'll do it again, 2-2. So the Class 5 Final Four, that's Webster, Groves, and Kearney. Is that Kearney? I think it's Kearney. Yep. They'll be taking on the winner of Fort Zumwalt South and Willard. Told you. Zumwalt? Sorry. Class 6. I'll tell you that here after this next pitch if we go on. 2-2. Up high, ball 3. Class 6 is Lafayette Wildwood, who would have been out of the district of Waynesville. They take on Liberty North. Then Francis Howell takes on Blue Springs. They defeated Glendale. Full count, payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks given up here by Dunlap. It'll be first and second, still with 2 outs though. Silas Antel. Antel representing the tying run here at the moment. Again, despite being out hit 9-2 today, Licking's been able to keep it within 3. First pitch to Antel, outside here, ball 1. Antel's day today is 0 for 1. Sacrifice fly to center field. That scored Licking's first run of the day, but then he grounded out 6-3 in the 3rd. Dunlap from the stretch, a look back to second, now fires a fastball. Below the knees for ball 2. Is it me or this strike zone gotten a little smaller as we've moved throughout this game today? 2-0 now. There's a pitch called a strike, 2-1. On deck, Rusty Buckner. If Antel does manage to keep this inning going. In essence, looking down to 7 outs. Here's a pickoff throw to second. Almost got Walker, but that ball's into center field. Not far enough to move him. But tell you what, that pickoff throw, that was a good choice. Walker almost left out to dry there. Caught a bit of a break there with that ball being put in the wrong spot. But it's still 2 balls. It's still 1 strike. Now the next pitch. Fastball high, ball 3. Dunlap having a little bit of a problem finding the strike zone here at the moment. Again, we talked about it when he came into the game. More walks than strikeouts this year. 9 walks on 6 strikeouts. In danger of giving up his 3rd straight. 3-1. Ground ball, though, to 3rd. He'll take it to 3rd himself. It'll be a fielder's choice. And Licking's inning will come to a close. So despite the back-to-back walks, a fielder's choice. And Licking's opportunity here in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. To the bottom of the 5th? Nope, to the top of the 6th we go. We got 2 innings left to play here. It's still 5-2 in favor of West County. We're back in 2. You're listening to the Class 3 3rd place game here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Blasted bikes. Oh, where's he gone?
Why not look at it from the motorcyclist's point of view?
Busy road. Truck behind. Road surface is changing. The car turning ahead. Is he going to pull out? Give him room. Traffic's slow. No, my lane's clear. Plenty of room.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
You might see just another officer, but what you don't see is the years of constant training, the checks and balances, transparency in policies and procedures, not to look good or sound good, but because it is what we believe in. This is not just a job for us, it's a calling to serve, not just coworkers, but the family we support, not just a career, but a drive to be there for you when you need us most. This is your Missouri State Highway
Patrol. Top of the sixth here in Ozark. Connor Harvard here with you today. 5-2 our score. And here's a ground ball, or should I say a line drive right up the middle. One pitch, one hit. Brody Simile will quickly get himself on here as West County finds itself in the double digits in the hit category today. Keller Davis still in the ball game here as your pitcher. He's been hit around a little bit today, definitely. Maybe not what Licking's kind of used to with Davis. Again, just still a 3-run game. Still very much a manageable game. But West County's had this one well in control. First pitch here to Hudson Dunlap is a fastball down the middle for strike one. Davis, of course, has given up the 5 runs, all earned. He's got himself 3 strikeouts. Here's a swing, pop fly. Calling it is Antel. He'll make the track. He'll actually step into foul territory to make the play, but it's out number 1. Wind carried that one into foul territory. That's out number 1 here. Runner stays on first. Jackson Campbell. Campbell's been my offensive player of the game today. Kind of hard to argue with it. He's 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. It's been a tough out. They haven't been able to get him out. Well, one time they were able to throw him out at home. But other than that, first pitch in there, strike 1. Single in the first, an RBI single. Singled in the third and later scored. And then had an RBI triple in the 5th. One of 2 extra base hits we've had today. But he was thrown out going home. Again, bases loaded, ground ball to third. Runner takes off here on the next pitch. It's ground ball to short. They're not going to have time for the play at second. They'll just have to go to first. But they do get it there, 6-3 for out number 2. It's a hit and run that time. Unfortunate for Licking. That could have been a double play ball with where that one was at. But Cook able to field it cleanly and then make the throw on over. There'll be a runner at second here, 2 outs for Julian Tebow. Tebow, let's see, trying to run through his line here. Here's a foul ball to the right for strike 1. He would be 0 for 3. 0 for 3, but he had an RBI ground out in the first. Also reached base in the 5th on a fielder's choice and then later scored. That was the ground ball that they threw home. He's able to trot on down to first. But he comes up to the plate here with 2 outs. Runner on second. And again, that would be Brody Simile. 0-1 pitch. Fastball high inside. 1-1. Top of the 6th. 5-2 our score. 1-1 now. Here's a swing, fly ball, left side. Moving toward the foul line is Garrett Gorman, but it's actually going to be caught by Ritz. I thought Gorman was going to call that one off, but Jordan Ritz instead, he decides to make himself a highlight play, reaching over the shoulder, making the catch, and ending the inning. What a play there for the Licking third baseman. So that'll leave the runner stranded. It stays a 3-run game. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. That has to go down as an F5. and 1 runner left on base. Bottom of the 6th, Licking has 6 outs to find 3 runs. Bottom of the 6th coming up in 2 minutes. You're listening to the Class 3 third place game here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Good.
I don't remember how it started.
Throw it to that.
Oh boy.
We just found it. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat.
Bottom of the 6th here in Ozark, 5-2. West County leads Licking by 3, but the Wildcats back up to the plate. 4, 5, and 6 set to hit for Buckner, Cook, and Cook. Rusty Buckner getting things started today, and I'll say he is due. As I've said a couple times, Buckner, one of the best offensive players. Here's a ground ball over to short. Over to first, out number 1. I was going to say he was robbed of a hit last time in the 3rd inning. Line out right to second. But this time it's going to be the simple 6-3 put out for out number 1, looking down to 5 outs. So if Buckner put away, it's back to Cale Cook now. Cook 0 for 2. Flew out to right in the 2nd. Grounded out back to the pitcher in the 4th. First pitch to the left-handed hitter. Another ground ball to short. Grosson has it. Step forward, throw across, and another 6-3 put out. Out number 2. Licking has not struck out a single time in this game. This game has been won by the defense of West County. Committed 1 error, but they've made the plays that they should be making. Only 2 hits for those 2 runs. At the plate now, Keaton Cook. Here's a first pitch ground ball over to 3rd. Similarly, the flip and over to 1st, and it is a 3-pitch inning. 3 pitches to get 3 outs here for West County, and that means Licking will have 1 more try in the 7th. But first, they got to hold West County and keep this a 3-run game. No runs or hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Into the 7th, you're listening to the Class 3 third place game here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Helps me be all that I can be by having many different opportunities for me to better myself. That is a big thing that I look for, and there is no limit to where I could go in my career or what different jobs I could do or what different options I could go and push myself to achieve. I'm First Lieutenant Amanda Atkinson, a 12 Alpha engineer officer. So my main job is to plan the training to kind of hold the level of discipline and how I want my platoon, I'm a platoon leader, to run, and then I trust my NCOs to carry out that plan for me, and I do. I have a lot of trust in my platoon sergeant and my squad leaders to get my vision complete and accomplish that mission. So I definitely hold them to a very high standard. I set the bar with how I act myself, and then I expect them to do the same and have their soldiers meet that standard, but I let them carry that out the way that they want. An obstacle that I have faced and will probably just continue to face is a confidence level or like a leadership level. You don't go in, especially out of college, knowing how to take over 35 people who know their job and how to lead them, and you come in, especially a second lieutenant, very wary.
Seventh inning here in Ozark, 5-2 still our score. Licking trailing West County here by 3. Need to find their way back in. They'll have 1 more chance in the bottom of the 7th. For now, though, the name of the game is keeping the lead right where it's at. Benjamin Faulkner here at the plate. Faulkner up for the 4th time today, 0 for 2. 6, 7, and 8 coming up here for the Bulldogs. Faces an 0-1 count. It was a foul ball off to the left. Faulkner flew out to left in the first, walked in the third, and then flew out to left again in the fifth. 0-1 pitch, a fastball high, 1-1. Clouds have taken back over here in Ozark today. The wind, of course, still very much a factor. Here's a big swing and a miss on the 1-1, 1-2. Davis still on the mound. Actually, might have had a pitching change. Might have snuck one under me here. Nope, it's still Davis. Apologies. 1-2 pitch delivered inside. 2-2. Defensively, looks like still the same here for Licking. 2-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. Past the glove of Cook into left field. Another leadoff base runner aboard here for West County. As Faulkner reaches base for the second time today, his first hit. And 11th hit total here for the Bulldogs. Again, we were talking about it. I was talking with Allen in between breaks today. There's something to be said for hitting it where they ain't. And today, West County has been hitting it where they ain't. 11 hits for 5 runs. Again, Licking 2 runs on 2 hits here today. Those 2 hits coming in a game in which Licking has not struck out once. So we'll have a pinch runner here, by the way, for Faulkner. Ryder Barbie on to run again. Barbie getting some work today on the base paths. 3rd time he'll be pinch running. At the plate now, first baseman Carter Reed. First pitch to Reed. Way high, got away from McCloy. Barbie's going to take off for second. That'll be a wild pitch. A runner in scoring position. And the name of the game right now for Licking is just to keep it at 3. The way the offense has gone today, you're going to want to keep it as small as possible. 1-0. And it's going to hit him. That pitch ran inside on Reed. He's hit by the pitch. And it'll be first and second with nobody out for Brady Burmester. Before we get to Burmester, though, we are going to have a meeting between McCloy and Davis. Just a short one, though. Now he'll retreat on back. And we'll get it going. And now that I look at some more, you know what? That is a new pitcher. I knew I was right. I knew that was Rusty Buckner down there. Rusty Buckner into the game, by the way. It's like very tall. It's like that's a Keller grow a couple inches in between the innings. No, it's just the 6'4 Buckner. 13 also looks like 19, but here's a ground ball in the left. They're going to hold the runner at third. It'll be bases loaded here with nobody out. I thought about just kind of keeping it under the wraps and saying it was just Davis, just to save face. But nah, the people deserve the truth. It is Buckner. I think you've got Davis over at short now. And out in center field, I believe, I'm trying to read here. I'm trying to see. Obviously a lot harder to tell who's who in the outfield. We know it's somebody different with Buckner coming in to pitch. Can't handle the truth. Yeah, I don't quote movies. I don't even know what movie that's from. It's not The Usual Suspects. I don't watch movies, so sorry. But either way, it's bases loaded, nobody out. Lance Monroe, you can tell me, you know. If you know, do you know? Yeah, all right. First pitch is outside. Here to Monroe, 1-0. You don't know, and that makes it even funnier. Monroe up to the plate for the 4th time again. He is 0 for 2 today. Watch another pitch go by outside for 2-0. Struck out in the 2nd, ground ball to 3rd in the 4th. A few good men, thank you. And then a walk. Might walk again here. He now faces a 3-0 count. I had to pull out the Google for that. 3-0. Taken all the way. It's going to be a strike. A walk here would score a run. Again, bases are loaded. Laking's got their infielders on the edge here in case they get a quick ground ball. 3-1. Also in there, we go full at 3-2. Week of baseball here at the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex. Of course, Class 1 and 2, they played on Monday and Tuesday. Orrin took the win in Class 1, the powerhouse. They dominated that Class 1 tournament. Here's a swing, comebacker to the mound. They're going to go to second. No, they're going to be confused. They got to go to first in the end. The run will score, but they will get one out over at first. Ball came back to Buckner. The play really should have been to home. They had plenty of time, but Buckner actually turning towards second first. Wanted to turn two, didn't have the play at second. Then turned toward home, didn't have time there. Finally decided to make the throw over to first. Did get him there. So it will go down as 1-3, but Monroe will get the RBI, and it'll be a 6-2 game, 4-run lead for West County. Bit of a defensive mistake there. Won't go down as an error, but that's something you really wish had gone a different way. 1-0 count here as we go back to the top of the order. Nolan Rawson here. Now a 2-0 count. Another pitch that I thought went in at the knees here. Rawson 1 for 3. A single in the first, then a walk in the second, but he struck out looking back-to-back times, the 4th and 5th inning. 2-0 makes it 3-0 now. First base unoccupied, though, so walk here just reloads the bases. There is one out. 6-2 here in the top of the 7th. Next pitch. Fastball in there. Rawson about to throw the bat away, but he'll have to come back and face the 3-1 count. By the way, Class 2 state championship, Iberia. The Frisco Leaguers getting the state championship. Here's a fly ball, dangerous ball. That one's going to land in fair territory. That's going to score 1 run. It's going to be an RBI double here for Rawson, and it's a 5-run lead now here for West County, 7-2. Similar looking ball to what we had to end the 6th, but Ritt's unable to get to it. Neither was Gorman out and left. Ends up being an RBI and a double here for Rawson. Reed scores from second. Burmester around to third here. And again, Rawson stands at second. So the first pitch here to Brody Simile. It's going to be a line drive off to the right, out of play, strike 1. Again, championship today, Mid-Buchanan and Duchesne. Mid-Buchanan from the Northwest Missouri area. Duchesne from the St. Louis area. 0-1. Now here's a swing and a fly ball, again off to the right, now to play. And it's 0-2. Northwest Missouri well represented here at the state championships this year. Maysville in Class 2 from that area. Belton from Class 4. Did I say Belton? I meant Benton. Belton also in the Kansas City area. 0-2 now. And it's going to hit him. Second hit by pitch here in the inning. Looks like that may have also caught the arm there of McCloy. McCloy throwing down the glove behind the plate. It looks like he's all right. Looks like Simile's all right as well. But that'll reload him up here. Yeah, Mid-Buchanan, Maysville, Benton. Got it right that time. I believe one of those schools is Kansas City. Blue Springs definitely is.
Liberty North, too.
Liberty North. Good year for them in Northwest Missouri. But, of course, our area, our neck of the woods, we got a state title this year. Unfortunately, the way things are looking right now, looks like Licking will receive 4th place as well. 7-2 still our score. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch inside here to Dunlap, the 6th batter of this inning. Nope, the 7th. There is only 1 out. Next pitch, ground ball over to third. That gets by into left field. That's even more runs. That's going to be 1. Comes the play at the plate. Not going to be there. McCloy couldn't hang on to it. Ball rolls to the backstop. 2 runs will score. It's going to be a single. but it's now 9-2 to West County. This game's starting to really get away. Oh, he might have fielder interference. Thought they might just give that second run anyway. Guess it's all for naught. Burmester scores. Rawson scores. And it'll still be second and third. On the 14th Bulldog hit of the game. And now another pitch is going to hit him here. And we'll reload the bases again. Jackson Campbell hit by the pitch. And we'll have officially batted around here, and it looks like and nobody in Class 4. So there you go. We're back to it here. Julian Tebow. Yeah, I know you're not the point. I know they're getting going. I'm watching the game too. First pitch to Tebow. High and inside here, ball one. 9-2 our score. 4 runs across for West County. Again, we're in the top of the 7th. Licking will get an opportunity in the bottom half. They are the home team. They've made it a lot harder for themselves here with this half inning. 1-0 pitch, misses high again, 2-0. There is somebody warming up in the Licking bullpen, by the way, or was. They're coming back down the line now. Pitch on its way, inside, 3-0. The control just hasn't been there today for Buckner. 3-0. Roxon fires from the windup. In there that time. He'll get a strike back, 3-1. On deck, the man who started the inning, Benjamin Faulkner. Again, the 1 out came on a ground out. Ground out that also provided a run. Here's a swing line drive into left field. That is going to be caught out there, but is it deep enough to score the run? Here comes a throw in. Buckner is not going to get to it. That ball off the bat. They're going to take more bases off of this as it rolls all the way to the backstop. So 1 run will score. It's a sacrifice fly. Tebow flies out to left, but Simile comes in to score to make it a 10-2 game. Did you know in 1950, Central out of St. Louis were the Class 1 state baseball champions? The very first ever. They defeated St. Mary's, also out of St. Louis. Here's a swing from, again, Faulkner to the left, out of play, strike 1. There was only 1 class back in 1950, so. And in 1978, it was Smithville. They defeated Ozark 15-1. 0-1 pitch on its way to Faulkner now. Called strike 2. He'll get it well ahead in the count here, Buckner will. Going from the windup. Runners on second and third. The pitch. Here's a ground ball sent over towards second. Walker has it. Throw to first in time. And that does end the inning. But unfortunately, Licking does make it a little bit harder on themselves. If they want to make a comeback here, they now need 8 runs, 8 to tie and 9 to win. We'll see if they can get it done here in the bottom half. We'll take a 2-minute break and come right back. You're listening to the Class 3 third place game right here on Allen Hilliard Sports.
Blasted bikes. Oh, where's he gone?
Why not look at it from the motorcyclist's point of view?
Busy road. Truck behind. Road surface changing. The car turning ahead. Is he going to pull out? Give him room. Traffic's slow. No, my lane's clear. Plenty of room.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
You might see just another officer, but what you don't.
I'll be living on Park Hills. Bottom of the 7th, do or die time here for the Licking Wildcats. They'll need a lot. They'll need 8 to tie, 9 to win. Tall task, but as I always say, I've seen bigger comebacks. We'll see what happens. Pitch delivered outside here to Garrett Gorman. Makes the count 2-0. 2-0 pitch now. Looks good. Called as such. 2-1. Looks like Dunlap still on the mound here for West County. Again, he took over after 3. He's pitched the last 4 innings here. 2-1 pitch also in there for strike 2. Again, no strikeouts today. That's been a telling stat, or one of the more fun stats of the game today. West County has played defense today. Ground ball over to short, just like that. Over to first in time. Licking down to their final 2 outs. 4 straight ground ball outs here for Licking. Frustrating offensive day. With 1 out, we're going to have a pinch hitter here hitting for Logan Gorman. It'll be Austin Stevens. So Stevens, who started yesterday's game, will get a pinch hit appearance here in this bottom of the 7th. In the 80s, Licking had 6 Final Four appearances. 0-1 now. Here to Stevens, outside, 1-1. So Licking will, assuming the comeback does not happen today, he'll finish 4th place. Here's another ground ball to short. Scooped up, throw to first in time, Licking down to its final out. I was going to say they'll take 4th place. Not bad. Obviously, when you get to the top 4, you'll be disappointed that you finish in 4th place, but that's top 4 out of how many teams in Class 3? Back-to-back Final Four appearances, the state title last year. That state title, the first time they'd reached in 20 years. All very exciting stuff, and of course, you'll have plenty of talent to return next year to try to do it again. Talk about the seniors, of course. 0-1, big swing and a miss from McCloy, and it's 0-2, Licking down to its final strike. Very well could. No balls, 2 strikes. Dunlap from the windup. Swing foul ball, he'll stay alive. Still 0-2. McCloy 0 for 2, fly out to center, and a ground out to the pitcher. This game an hour and 51 minutes old. Dunlap trying to close it out here. Pitch outside, ball 1. McCoy does keep the inning going here. We got Carson Walker on deck. Next 1-2. Swing, ground ball. You guessed it, over to short. Scooped up, throw to first in time, and that'll do it. Licking will take 4th place as they fall to West County. Final score 10-2. So we'll do what we always do. We'll take ourselves a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up. And then we will send it on over to the summer. That'll do it as far as high school sports is concerned for Allen Hilliard Sports here in the 2023-24 broadcast season. So let's take that 2-minute break. Again, your final score, West County 10, Licking 2. Be right back. You're listening to Allen Hilliard Sports.
Good.
I don't remember how it started.
Throw it to that.
Oh boy.
We just found it. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad!
Whoa!
You made time.
That was perfect. Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me.
Nice.
But I heard every word.
Hello everyone, my name is Stacy Ball and I'm your Republican candidate for Pulaski County Sheriff. I'm down here at Devil's Elbow Bridge. What I want to talk to you about is the decision you got to make on August 6, 2024. That decision you have to make is who you want standing next to you as your next Pulaski County Sheriff. I'm asking for your vote, but first I want you to do a comparison between all the candidates running. I want you to put my resume up against everybody else's. I want to earn your vote. I've done a lot in my military career. I've done a lot for the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department. My work speaks for itself. I feel I'm your best candidate. I want you to do a comparison between all the candidates. Look at everybody. Look at their training record, their work record, their leadership record. Put those resumes up against each other and see who comes out on top and choose your best candidate. And I hope that it's me. I want to earn your vote as next Pulaski County Sheriff. Thank you very much. This ad is paid for by elect Stacy Ball for Pulaski County Sheriff. My treasurer is Jamie Stearns. Thank you.
Allen Hilliard Sports would like to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County. Give them a call at 415-2285 for all your banking needs. Pulaski County has been around for more than 50 years and supports the community through various sports and activities, including the Waynesville Tigers and Frisco League Sports. Member FDIC. Be sure to follow Allen Hilliard Sports at allenhilliardsports.com on Facebook and YouTube for all your sports updates with live scores on allenhilliardsports.com and on YouTube.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You still talking to your friend?
It's complicated. I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
And once again, back here at the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex, this third place game in the books. Unfortunately, Licking will take 4th place in this year's state baseball tournament. They fall to West County today, 10-2. Connor Harbert, Allen Hilliard with you as we wrap this one up. Frustrating day for Licking. Offensively, defensively, just really didn't have anything going here today. We're out-hit, outmanned, outgunned. Any words you want to use there. But let's go ahead and wrap this one up, shall we, as we take a look here at your final lines for Licking today. It was 2 runs, 2 hits. A day with no strikeouts. We're only able to gather 2 hits on the day. This West County defense was hard to play through. They do have 1 error out in the field and then 4 are left on base. As for West County, 10 runs today, 14 hits, 1 error, and 10 left on base here today. Earning the win here for West County, that would be, I'll give it to Julian Tebow. He goes 3 innings today, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, no walks, no strikeouts. He did face 13 batters in this one. Hudson Dunlap comes in. He goes 3 2/3, gives up no hits, no runs, obviously none of them earned, 2 walks and no strikeouts today. He also faced 13 batters here in this one. As for Licking, earning the loss, that would be Keller Davis. 5 innings pitched here today, gives up 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 of them were earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 28 batters faced. Rusty Buckner pitches 2 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, they were all earned, no walks, no strikeouts, but a few hit batters in there. He faces 14 batters. So Licking will end its season this year. Good season, all things considered. Again, like I said, during the bottom of the 7th there, top 4. That still ain't bad when it's all said and done. It obviously a little bit sucks to kind of finish your season on back-to-back losses, but still one of the top 4 teams in the state. But of course, that'll do it for us here at Allen Hilliard Sports as far as the high school sports season is concerned. Might not be the last broadcast over the summer. Allen, of course, make sure to stay tuned to Allen Hilliard Sports, Facebook, YouTube, and the like. He's got plenty of upcoming streams coming up. Semi-pro football and the like, I think, is what's coming up here for the most part. But as for me, I'm heading off. I'm going over to the Park Hills area myself, where I will make my name out in the radio business. So again, if you've been listening to me on the radio for the past couple of years, it's been real fun. Enjoyed all the Frisco League teams, Waynesville as well. It's a little bittersweet how this one ended, but I'll make my way on out there, and I'm sure we'll all cross paths again someday. But for Allen Hilliard, I am Connor Harbert. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed giving it to you here today. Until next time, you've been listening to the Class 3 State Baseball Tournament right here on Allen Hilliard Sports. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
Blasted bikes. Oh, where's he gone?
Why not look at it from the motorcyclist's point of view?
Busy road. Truck behind. Road surface changing.